I've had a computer for just over 10 years now, and over my PC career, I have played Counter-Strike, Counter-Strike Go, to CS2 now. Over that course of time, I have never really made any money on the game. It's a marketplace that a bunch of traders make their money on. Skins, pixels are worth ridiculous amounts of money. Things change in the game that make the market crash. Now today, or last night rather, I only found out while I was on my way home. I got 2 messages from my pals telling me that you could convert reds to knives / gloves. I didn't believe it. I thought I was in April for a second. I thought it was April Fool's. But no, genuinely you can. And once again, I have missed out on the ability to get cheap knives. Now, the caveat to it is, as far as I'm aware, you cannot sell these knives. So you convert into a knife or a glove and you have to keep it. I imagine people will eventually more than likely sell accounts with them on. So everyone getting in uproar and scared of the market crashing. The amount of times that the CS market has crashed is unbelievable. Now, albeit this is a very different time, considering now you can get a knife in a pin drop, you can literally get your own first owner knife so easily. But for the last 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, in all honesty, I've been seething, I've been frothing at the mouth to attempt to try and get one of these knives for as cheap as possible. But in my research, I figured out that the market's already adjusted itself. In the time from me finding out and whenever this update dropped, people have already put some sort of limit on what it will cost to do one of these trade-ups. And from what I've found out, the minimum for one of these trade-ups that you can get is around about £150. Now, relatively okay for a knife. You could open £150 worth of cases. By all means, I'm not saying do this whatsoever. Don't do this. Any of this. Don't even do a trade up. But £150 to trade up to a guaranteed knife or glove is way better than putting £150 or more on a case. The only difference is it's untradeable if we talk in FIFA terms. Some people like having untradeable stuff. If you unboxed or traded up to a blue gem, are you going to complain? More than likely not, other than the fact that you wouldn't be able to sell it. If you're in the group of people that want to just trade up and have a knife or gloves, then you would never get rid of it either way. I'm fully under the impression that the market will eventually adjust anyway. CS is a marketplace, it's a lot of money in it. So killing off your market by doing this isn't a good thing for Valve, really, except I guess they gain via people buying through the market. I'm not entirely sure. I was also told by one of my friends that apparently people are actually harming themselves over this, and that's money for you. It's the root of all evil. The only thing I can say about that is, obviously, people shouldn't put all of their money into things that aren't guaranteed. I know CS was kind of a safe place for money, but when you're not in control of your money, it's never a safe place. Now, I'm not disregarding the fact people have harmed themselves over it. It's very sad. I do think it will recover in some aspect. CS skins always seem to recover and go up even more. There will be a bubble. There is always a bubble somewhere when there's a lot of money that's got to pop, but then it usually goes back up. Now, that's not me promising it and not saying invest in it whatsoever, but that's just what I think will happen. I think it will eventually recover. It already kind of has in the space that to get one of these trade-ups, you have to pay a minimum of around about £150. I was in debates of doing this. I don't want to do this. I don't have the funds to be doing this because at the end of the day, I don't think it's worth it regardless, because you're putting £150 into pixels, however much in your currency, into pixels, and the whole reason any of this is all silly anyway is the sheer amount of money that is a pixel on a game. It's crazy the amount of money that is in CS, and it has plummeted pretty quickly, but from what I'm looking at, knife prices haven't really gone down the drain, nor have gloves. Maybe I've not looked in the right places. Potentially battle scarred stuff might have. The real winners in all of this, though, are the people, anyone that had basically any rarity other than a knife. Everything went up. Really. My first thought to look at was the All Chameleon, because since I was playing CS, I have known this is a very cheap skin, and it has never really changed in price. So I looked through all the rarities. They're all around about £30. That's where all the reds are hovering around. They're all around the £30 mark, i.e. you trade up 10 of them, that costs £150, it gives you 5. Costs £30 for any of the red ones. You only need 5 coverts to trade up for a knife. 5 times 30 is 150. So there's the minimal payment. The All Chameleon, for as long as I have known, has been around about the £2-3 mark. So if there was some sort of All Chameleon hoarder or really cheap covert hoarder that was preying on this moment, they have banked hard. As I've just said, the All Chameleon was around about £2-3 and it 10x'd. So if you had multiple hundreds of them, you're in the money. You've made a good profit there. This is what I'm trying to explain. CS, I have never been on the uptrend. Cases, there was a bubble where they were always costing 3p. I had so many cases, I sold them for like 10p at a time, and they were all glove cases, might I add. I sold them all at 10p because I wanted to buy trading cards on Steam and level up my account. Glove cases now are around about £8, I'm pretty sure, maybe 10. Potentially more, I don't know, but I missed out on that one. Stickers, the Kato stickers, I was around when they first dropped. I didn't get a single sticker, I didn't get a single capsule, they're worth thousands. Now there's things, more events that have happened too. I've missed out on every single one of them. And if anything, I've lost out on money because I once got the blue phosphor before CS2 released and I lost it via a scam because I'm a dummy. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit, put it on your radar, that this is kind of crazy. I saw one video of Anomaly unbox, or maybe one of his friends unbox, a Doppler Talon knife just from a few covert trade-ups. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's about it. Maybe I'll get one if I get lucky enough to find some cheap ones. That's a little hint for you. If you are interested in any of this, try and keep your eyes on cheap skins coming up, but I imagine the bots will beat you to it no matter what. See ya.